What is good with y'all? YouTube is Boogie, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about seed retention and the journey of unlocking the Kundalini energy and how that's been going for me and what you could possibly experience yourself. So for those of you who don't know what Kundalini energy is, it is the sexual energy that lies dormant within all of us, male and female. It is seen as the energy that is dormant and unmanifested of what you're truly capable of, your potential energy that you have. Now, I've been on seed retention before, but this time around, this cycle around is going to be a little bit different. I'm on seed retention indefinitely for myself because I want to embody the true essence of pure self-love. Now, a lot of people probably don't know what I mean or understand what I mean when I say that, but retaining and holding in your sexual energy is the purest and truest form of love, because we are going against our matter, we are going against our body. How hard is it for us as humans that are craving something for us to feel that craving and understand it and just say no to it? That is what's happening when you're not giving in to lust. When you don't waste your sexual energy on bullshit, when you don't waste your sexual energy all over yourself, right? You're able to really build up a true sense of understanding and expanding consciousness from within. See, when we hold in the sexual energy, what you guys have to understand is that from the base, from the root of our chakra, this energy transfers up our spine to our brain, our neocortex, right? And this energy unlocks new links, new pathway links for our neurons. Our neurons that were once not connected are now connected, and this is what this energy, this sexual energy, does for our consciousness, what it expands for our consciousness. See, when you're able to abstain and retain, that's true self-love, because you are not giving yourself to anything or anybody, and instead you're using that sexual energy towards yourself to understand who you are truly at its core, at your core. When you don't give in to those urges, when you don't chase women, when you don't sit around watching adult films all day, you're able to really tap into who you are at your core. All that hidden potential energy is used consistently and persistently in each and every single aspect and area of your life. And as that sexual energy fills up each and every single aspect and area of your life, you come to understand who you are truly. See, this world will make you feel like you're missing out. This world will make you feel like you're behind in life, that you need to play catch up, that you need to I need to get, okay, what's the common fantasy they say? Hey, we're in primary school, then we go to secondary, then we go to college, right? We graduate, go to college, right? Then once we graduate, we get into our career field, and then we get married and get married happily ever after. So a lot of people, when they're young, when they hear this stigma, right, about life, these false indoctrinations about life, they believe that they've got to rush, they've got to focus on that. They make that their priority, and they become dependent off of that. And that is very bad, right? Because anytime you're dependent on something, you're not independent within yourself. How could you show anybody love if you don't love yourself? And if you're constantly chasing for other people's validation, or chasing for other people to feel that emptiness or feel that void within yourself, how could you ever extend that love to anybody else? Because you need external factors to dictate how you feel truly from within. But this world doesn't want you to know that. They want you to be caught up, right? They don't want you to focus on yourself, because they know the power that comes from with focusing on yourself. They know what could be manifested for focusing on yourself. See, they don't want you to know the millions and millions of people in life that you can impact by focusing on yourself. They don't want you to know that. Right? They want you to think that, oh, you're not capable. You're not capable of anything. Right? They want you to have the victim mentality. And I'm telling you that that's not the way to go. Right? The way to go is to retain your sexual energy, to retain that and awaken your Kundalini energy. Right? Your primal instincts, your primal energy. Do you understand how potent it is? Your sexual energy, male or female, has the power to create life. That in and of itself should tell you the importance of retaining it, because that energy, if you're not putting that energy towards to creating life, then you shouldn't be using it for. You should be using it for creativity in itself. You shouldn't be using it for anything else. You shouldn't be using it for pleasure, right? See, your sexual energy is more than just sex. It's more than just the orgasms. It's deeper than that. It's always has been. But they don't want you to know that. They want you to think it's just simply what it is, or what you see on your screen with the adult films, what you see on your screen on the TikToks and the Instagrams, right? They want you stuck. They don't want you to understand that's not the true essence of life, right? But they know that stuff keeps you dependent. See, I've been on some retention before, but each time I was on some retention, it was for external reasons, right? Or for external validation. But I was never truly on some retention to find myself for true self-love. I was on some retention if they figured it would give me more female attraction, right? Or I figured to get me more money or get me more in shape, which partially it did. But each and every single time that I entered those cycles, I would still feel dissatisfaction from within myself, because the reason why I was abstaining from sex, the reason why I was doing these things was for external validation. And I don't want you guys to run into that same problem if you are on some retention or are thinking about going on some retention, male or female. Right? Let's strive for existence. Let's strive for life. Let's strive to be on some retention indefinitely, so we can unlock who it is we truly are. Right? Through the process of our Kundalini energy traveling up our spine and awakening our consciousness, expanding our consciousness. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody else's word for it. Try it out yourself. Don't knock it until you try it. Everything that I'm speaking, everything I'm conveying to you, don't knock until you try it. Some things you just simply won't understand until you experience it yourself. And if you ever come from a blocked off or closed mind, then even if you do get on it, you're doing it for external reasons or external validation, and that won't get you anywhere. So strive to find that self-love, to be the embodiment of self-love through simmer attention, through holding in your sexual energy and not anything else. And I promise you that indefinitely, once it becomes your lifestyle, it won't be anything to you. Right? And you can focus on yourself and you can become independent, so that when that indefinitely becomes it ends, right? And there's a point in time in the future where you run across your counterpart, because I believe everybody has a counterpart. Everyone has somebody out there for them, but I believe that you are attracted, right? I don't believe that we have to find it or go out and search for it. I believe that it comes to us because anything that's meant for you comes to you. That's just what I believe, right? So through this process of understanding who you are at your core, understanding all this dormant potential energy that you have, and saving it and using it on your creativity and using it on exploring, so that you can discover who you are truly at your core, right? Then once you build yourself up as an independent person, if you ever run across another independent person, the only thing that could happen from that point forward is y'all build each other up. That's the only way I could see. Right? That's the only thing I could see. But if you have a dependent person and an independent person, it's not going to work. If you have two dependent people, it's not going to work. You understand me? Find that self-love. Find who you are from within, so that when it comes time, you're prepared. Be ready so you don't have to get ready, right? And you can create that divine family that you might so long yearn for, right? But it's not rushing it. You're not on some retention. You're not holding your sexual energy. You're not doing that because you're hoping that you can find your wife, right? Even if that is a byproduct of you being on some retention, that is not the sole reason why you're holding in your sexual energy. The sole reason why y'all holding in your sexual energy is to be at peace with yourself and nobody else. Right? Right. Now that I'm on this cycle, or when let me rephrase that. When I first started this cycle, I underwent a shift spiritually, right? And I knew that this time around, that I viewed me holding in my sexual energy as my internal, as a reflection of my internal, right? I believe that me holding in my sexual energy is gonna reflect my internal world, right? This is something that this world makes very hard for people to understand, makes very hard for people to do, right? This world makes you feel like you're missing out, that you're behind, but you're not, I promise you. Focus on what matters, which is yourself, because helping yourself, truly enlightening yourself, truly loving yourself, you will be able to help millions of other people. They just won't tell you that. They would never tell you that. We are all one. Everybody is. Me and you are not. We're not too far apart. We're not too different. Right? I'm human just like you. I'm flesh and blood just like you. So why wouldn't I want to help people? Why wouldn't I want to enlighten them and show other people or reflect the same self-love that I have for myself that just reflects to my external environment, right? Because if you have a 100% connected internal, well, guess what? Your external is going to reflect exactly that. I hope you know that. So all that chasing that you're doing in your life, I hope you know that all that chasing that you're doing, internally, is going to reflect externally, right? And you'll never, ever, ever be able to grasp what you want in life because you're always spending your time chasing instead of attracting. Do you really want that for yourself? I know you don't. I know you don't. So why continue to do that, right? Let's encourage each other to stay independent. Let's encourage each other to hold in our sexual energy, abstain from sex, and use our life force energy, and use the life force energy for creativity in building up an empire for ourselves. Become the king of our castle, right? To become that leader, right? Or to become that nurturer, become that queen, right? These are the things that matter. These are the things that will keep society going and will be the result of fewer broken homes, fewer broken societies, right? Our sexual energy is so powerful. You shouldn't be getting semen retention for anything else. You shouldn't be doing semen retention for anybody else but you, to understand who you are yourself. And if you're doing it for anything or anybody else for external validation, you've lost the true value of who you are individually, yourself. Don't be distracted. Don't try to have to feel like you gotta copy and paste, be or do what everybody else has to do, or feel like you have to be and do the things that everybody else does. You don't have to do that. Our Kundalini energy is pure, it's sacred. And when we hold this in, other pure and sacred beings will see that and will understand. And when we interact, like I said, we'll just build off of each other. So I encourage you guys to hold in your sexual energy, to get on semen retention. Because I promise you, there will be a whole lot of exploration and newfound discoveries that you would have never ever dreamt of. Potentiality that you would never have thought you could have ever manifested. Waiting for you. You've always had the answers, but the answers were from within. It just had to ascend, right? From your root, from your root chakra, all the way up to your crown, enlightening you, expanding your consciousness and newfound perspective on life, introspective on who it is you are, and taking that same introspection and applying and helping others who might have the same story as you. Right? That's the video for today. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all tuning in. I will be having more bangers like this one on the channel, so make sure y'all stay tuned. I hope this helped you guys understand the importance of abstaining from sex, of abstaining from adult fumes, right? From abstaining from masturbation, because there's more to life than just the orgasm, the sex, right? And through that abstaining process, you understand who you truly are.